him, there's not rejection from Solomon or from Ruby because of that. So I appreciated the way that you use those two characters to thread like the love through, because typically that could, I think that could have went an entirely different way, I think, in that time period and in today, right? And so I appreciated the way that those characters brought that together.
Yo, you are the first person to bring this up. You notice I didn't have like some raging homophobe on a plantation. You notice I didn't have that? You're the first person to bring that up. And again, there's no way to know, but my spirit told me, my soul told me, that's the last thing they'd be worrying about. If they saw an act of love, it would shine through. Look at Junior. Look who Junior is. And his father is calling him these names. His father is embarrassed of him. That is the last thing. So I didn't want to inject. And to be honest, one editor asked me to put some shit. No. I knew what I wanted to focus on. I wasn't going to have some argument. I wasn't going to have, what was the term that, I forgot the term they used back, not pansy. There was a term that's similar to faggot that they used back then. No, I didn't want to have that in there. And you're the first person, I'm sure other folks have felt it, but you're the first person to vocalize that it could have went a different way, but Ruby sees that love. Solomon sees that love. And as he gives Luke that, as he gives Henry that kiss, there's a fire behind them, God damn it. And what does Luke say? Magnolia Rose going to hell. And check this out. See, I'm putting layers in this shit. The word gay isn't being used in that context yet, but the way that gay folks are told they are going to hell, here you have this quote unquote gay character, quote unquote, saying Magnolia Rose going to hell. Who is the real demon? And even in the scene when they dismember dismember Junior, they squeeze his genitals, and that pink snake pops back up. And I talk about him being carved and chopped to pieces. There was one person that said, I've gotten so many great reviews, but one person said, oh, the way that the author described Junior was fat phobic. And I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck are they talking about? And I said, oh, I get it. I see where we're going with this. I described Junior that the way that I did, not because of being fat phobic, because Junior was a beast. He was a savage. And normally the way that black folks are described in 19th century literature, we're the beast, we're the savage. And I wanted to show that he is privileged, he is in these ridiculous clothes and this tight clothing. He could be whatever size he wants to be because he has privilege and wealth, but I never show him eating. I never show him being a slob at a dinner table. That might have been a little bit ridiculous, but he is the real beast. And when you get to the other characters, you'll see it is, I normally describe the bodies, a few times I describe the bodies of the black characters, but as many of the white characters, because they are the real animals. So yeah, that's a really important scene that I don't go down to some road of, what other people may have thought, that all the love was being able to shine through, and the fact that Magnolia Road was going to hell, and that's most importantly.